type my name like a curse in your chat. You hit report, now you can't take it back. I said I'm sorry till my throat went numb. You want a time machine, I got a bigger drum. We do not care, say my name, keep it burning in your throat. We do not care, got your grudge like a chain around your coat. 5 years later, still singing that prayer, keep hanging on to it. We do not care. We do not care. You clip that call like a relic on a wall. Tell the same old tale just to feel 10 feet tall. Yeah, I was wrong and I wore that blame, but you need my sin more than I need my name. I did my growing while you froze in place. You're still screaming yesterday right into my face. Oh yeah, we do not care, say my name, keep it burning in your throat. We do not care, got your grudge like a chain around your coat. 5 years later, still singing that prayer, keep hanging on to it. We do not care. We do not care. Print my past on a plastic flag, wave it around like you called me bad. You want me cracked, want me scared. I'm too far gone, I'm too repaired. We do not care, say my name, keep it burning in your throat. We do not care, got your grudge like a chain around your coat. 5 years later, still singing that prayer, keep hanging on to it. We do not care. We do not care. Hey, do not care. You got my name in your mouth like a habit. Refresh, reload, you can't kick it. Type tough, all caps, then you play victim. You love the fire, but you fake the blister. Say I'm the villain, say I cross lines, but you keep clicking every damn time. If I'm so toxic, why you still here? Why you keep poking the same old bear? Pick a side or shut up, you can't have both. Call me a monster, then beg for a show. Hate me, replay me, still make me grow. If I'm so real life wrong, why you stay this long? The hypocrisy is wild and your logic's gone. Pick a side or shut up. Pick a side or shut up. Hey. You swear you're done, then you're back in my comments. New fake name, same weak content. Call me obsessed while you stalk my page, projecting your mess on a bigger stage. I'm that bad, while you share my face, while you build cloud off the clips you hate. You need me trending more than I need you. That's the part that kills you, cause you know it. Pick a side or shut up, you can't have both. Call me a monster, then beg for a show. Hate me, replay me, still make me cry. If I'm so real life wrong, why you stay this long? Your hypocrisy is wild and your logic's gone. Side or shut up. Pick a side or shut up. You call me every name you can spit and cry when your crew starts to split. If I'm that dangerous in your mind, why you standing in my sideline? You want me gone,
What's up? Happy Tuesday. I keep thinking today's like Saturday or Sunday all day. I have no idea why. Dayton went to work today after school, and for some reason I kept thinking it was like Sunday. I don't know. I just been super busy and what's up? What's up? So I have a question. I know that my audience is older and we're not like trendy influencer TikTok people. Does anyone know why the whole world is like wanting to be Carolyn Bessette Kennedy all of a sudden? Did you guys hear about this? I just heard about it tonight. I told Sage, I'm like, why don't you fill me in on this stuff? Like, this movie came out on Hulu called Love Story about JFK and Carolyn Bessette. And now everybody wants to be Carolyn Bessette. And they're like, I watched this whole thing on it. I was like, holy shit, I didn't even know. They're going into New York City and they're dressing like her. I'm like, okay, she died in like 1999. Her style is from like the 90s and everyone wants to wear it now. Okay. Did you guys know about any of this? Because I didn't. I didn't know about it until about 2 hours ago. So it's very interesting though. But now I want to watch the movie. They say it was good. But I remember hot ass JFK. JFK Jr. was smoking. Woo woo. All right. Are you guys here or what? I don't see anybody typing. So, hey, Natalie. All right. So I haven't listened to much over the last couple of days, but I did happen to catch my arch enemy today. And I will say that Granny was on fire. And don't get me wrong, there are certain times that I can't listen to Granny because I think she just goes on and on and on about the same stuff. But every once in a while, she is so fucking on point, and she was on point today. So I have that clip. But there's like this big debate going on. Pregnant or not pregnant? Is it a big hoax? Is she going to return all those Amazon gifts? Yeah, they all died. They both died in a plane crash, as well as his sister in 1999. But he was hot. And she was beautiful too, but I don't know. There's this new show on Hulu called Love Story. It came out about a month ago. And I don't remember seeing the hype or anything. But yeah, we'll get into that after. So, but Granny was fucking, she was on point. It was great. And Boggs came up, and Boggs made some really interesting points. Now, let me just state, some of you guys know me, some of you don't. I am not one for circumstantial evidence. I want hard facts. Give me hard facts or shut the fuck up. I would be horrible on a jury if there's not hard facts, because I want to see hard facts. Oh, shit. I'm fucking yawning already. All right. I want to see hard facts. So you watch the Nerve Channel? No. I didn't even know there was a Nerve Channel. No, I was watching my favorite YouTuber, Kiki, and it was from like 2 weeks ago. And she was talking about this whole Carolyn Bessette stuff. So if you don't know who Kiki is, you're missing out. If you like drama from someone that's totally down to earth, she's the bomb. I forgot her last name. Hold on. She's like my favorite YouTuber, and I can't remember her name. Aren't I wonderful? It's Kiki something. Hold on. I don't know. Just remind me. I get it for you later. Is it Kiki channel? I don't know. Let me look. Now I got to go back up here. I got to look through history. Let's see. History. Yeah, Kiki channel. That's it. She's my favorite. She's the most down-to-earth fucking YouTuber out there. So, okay. Yeah, I don't know who Maureen is. I'll check it out. I just love Kiki. All right. Look, I can't stop yawning. All right, let's get into this. Yeah, she's very pretty. So there's this big debate. Is Britney pregnant? I completely understand why people are saying it. And I completely get the debate. And I understand why some people are saying she's not pregnant. But I have to be able to connect the dots. And I couldn't possibly imagine her faking this. And as someone that was accused for a long time of faking cancer and that I was lying about my cancer, I would never do that to someone else. So whether I like Britney, don't like Britney, I would never do that to anybody because I hated that feeling. And I felt like, and I know that I'm a lot stronger than Britney was, or Britney is. And I don't think she could literally handle if, like, I just don't think she would handle it correctly. So I will err on the side of that she is pregnant. I absolutely will. Are there some sketchy things to it? Yeah, we're going to go over it tonight. That's what I'm saying. I understand the debate, but I would never, ever, ever put on someone what was done to me because it was awful. Absolutely awful. And I wouldn't do that to her or anybody for that matter, unless like I had hard proof. Connecting the dots together, I do think she's pregnant. But I think she's also such a pathological liar that there are things in her stories that don't make sense. And I feel like she lies to cover up another lie, to cover up another lie, to cover up another lie. And I feel like it's nonstop lies. And that's where the problem is. I mean, she lies about everything. And what I've been saying for a while is something Granny said today, which I wholeheartedly agree with. And that is, she's a shit mom. She loves playing games with the internet. She loves playing games with the audience. Now, I don't know if she's been to a doctor or not, but I know that she's going to lie about it. She's going to tell everybody, she's going to imply, insinuate, whatever the right word is, that she hasn't been to a doctor. I can't breathe. Just to have people talk about it, just to make sure that she's still the topic. So in my heart of hearts, I kind of think she's been to a doctor, but I think she's just lying to everybody to get people to talk about her. Because once this baby is done, or once the RICO is done, what are people going to talk about? Her content is very boring. There's nothing to discuss anymore. She is just lame as fuck. Everything is baby, baby, baby. So people will talk about her. That's all there is now. There's nothing else. So I think she's just playing games with everybody. And I think that even subs are just bored. Like, there's nothing. Her lives are like, hi, Denise. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Sergeant Blackrock. Oh, Sergeant Blackrock. Yep, I agree. Like, stupid. There's nothing to her lives. And then when she does say something, it's a fucking lie. It's like everything is a lie. Oh, by the way, before I forget, my infusions went well yesterday. You guys never told me it was like 3 fucking hours, but everything went well. Did I have more energy today? I don't know. Maybe. I may have. It's hard to tell. But I meant to tell you guys that yesterday, but I forgot. So I'm sorry. You love my avatar? Which avatar? My one right here? Yeah, then she reads her highlights. Things are deleted. Doesn't matter. She highlights it anyway. She just has zero content. Like, zero. And I even said that today. It's just fucking boring. And trauma, I agree with that. And we're going to get to all that. We're going to totally get to all that. Grady brought up a point today, which I 100% fucking agree with. Oh, BJ says I love your avatar. I gotcha. Okay, girl. It's something I've been saying for a while, and she's 100% right. You have people like Jonesing and Chasing and all the mods that are okay with her lying. Maybe because they're all liars. Now, granted, I'll take Chasing out of that. I've never caught Chasing in a lie, to be honest. I really haven't. Jonesing, on the other hand, big liar. But Chasing, I don't think I've ever caught Chasing in a lie. And if she has lied, let me know. But I don't think she has. So, because of that, maybe that's why Jonesing will stick up for liars, because she's a liar. And I see people in, like, her mods and stuff, not Jonesing, BJ's mods. I don't know if they're liars or not, but I see how they're okay with anything she does. Now, that doesn't mean they don't call her out privately or anything like that. I'm not saying they don't. But when a creator is sitting there lying, and we know other people like this, and you're just sitting there placating it because you don't like other people, that's a problem. That's a big problem. Then you're just making it okay. Then you're just saying, okay, lie to me. And I think Brittany knows this. She knows that iron infusion. She knows that she can lie and everyone's okay with it. She can grift. Money disappeared. Thousands of dollars. We're not talking a couple of hundred. We're talking over 10,000 just disappeared. She claims it went to a lawyer, but it did not. She didn't pay that lawyer 10 grand, 8 grand, whatever. She didn't. I know she didn't. 1,000? Yeah. 8,000? Absolutely not. Now, at the same time, I also know that I know what it feels like to constantly feel like you have to prove yourself, which is why I don't do it anymore. But it's a bad feeling when you always feel like you have something to prove to everybody, that you want to prove it to everybody, eventually you'll get over that and be like, I don't have to fucking prove shit to you. You want to believe me? Believe me. And if you don't, you don't. Sorry. That's where I'm at now. I wasn't always like that, but that's where I'm at now. So Brittany will eventually get there. But she wants to prove, in my opinion, all the wrong things. Like the CPS call that she only recorded a little bit. I know, Natalie. That she only recorded a little bit. I could think of way other things that you could talk about, that you could record when it came to CPS, and you've never recorded any of it. All you have to do is hit record on your phone when they walk in the door, instead of these phone calls where, oh, you are CPS and you came to my house. Why can't it just be naturally? Why couldn't you just hit record on your phone? And my only conclusion of that is because she wants people talking. Either that or she's just not smart enough, that might be true as well, but she's a manipulator and she's a compulsive pathological liar. So she would know that, or a pick from your nest cam, something, if she really wanted to prove something. Now, without jumping too far ahead, one of my issues is how she plays everybody. It reminds me of someone else, of just the lie after lie after lie after lie. And I don't need to name them, but some of you know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. I listen to Brittany and I look at where her priorities are as far as proving, which is why I think it's all a game. Natalie, I agree with that. Addicted to the attention, and a pathological liar will never change. 100%. Her lie the other day, when it came to Megan and what Megan busted her out on, that was unbelievable to me. Like, you may forget sometimes what room you're in, or you may forget, like I was once in the heat of a moment, and I'll never forget this. I use this as an example a lot, but I was in the heat of a moment. I was pissed, and I'm screaming at people in chat, and like an hour later, not even 10 minutes after my live, or 10 minutes into my live, I don't remember, one of MFW's mods were like, you called me an asshole. And I'm yelling at her, bitch, I never called you a fucking asshole. Blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't do that. She's like, you called me an asshole. I said, I did not call, and I'm fighting with her. And I keep getting dings from Discord. So I'm like, what? They're like, you did call her an asshole. I'm like, I did not. That you did. So then I had to eat my words. I had to say it on the live. I said, look, I'm really sorry. I did not realize I called you an asshole. It was not on purpose. And she was like, I told you called me an asshole. I was like, I'm sorry. It was not. It was just in the heat of the moment. So I understand stuff like that. I've done that many of times, where people yell at me like, yeah, you did just say that 10 minutes ago. Well, I was in the heat of a moment, so I didn't remember. Brittany was not in the heat of a moment. She wasn't yelling at anyone. She wasn't fighting with anyone. There was no reason for her to forget that there was a clone. By the way, speaking of clones, there is one of me by my exact name. So I'm not in anyone's chat. Trust me. If I am, you're going to know it. But mods all over, if you see my name in a chat, just check to make sure it's me. And if you guys see me in a chat, tell the mods to make sure it's me, because I literally saw a clone of myself today. No joke. And some asshole was fucking allowing it. So there you go. Psycho. Bunny Boiler. Psycho. So yeah, so again, if you see me in a chat and they're being an asshole, just have the mods check. It's probably not me because I really don't chat in many chats. Well, if I give you a secret word live, then that won't help. But just have the mod. If you see me like anywhere and Jones in, or just have them double check. No, the at symbol can't be the same, but you don't really see the at symbol if you're just in someone's chat. The mods would actually have to check just to make sure that it goes to my account. If it doesn't go to my account, it ain't me. So that's all I'm saying. Because I'm just so fucking relevant around here that people want to make clones of me. Get the fuck out of here. These people are ridiculous. Secret word is breathing right now. See, you know what the secret word is? Psycho. Bunny Boiler Psycho. There you go. That's the secret word. Hey, John. So I want to play some of If I Go Down, because she might strike me because she's mad at me for the other day. But there are some things that I want to play. That I think are important in this debate. The debate of, is she pregnant? Is she not pregnant? Bob brought up something that has stuck with me all day. And it's kind of bothering me all day because if she's right and this does happen, not only will it be complete suicide for Britney's channel and complete devastation, but I think Britney will be able to convince people that it's perfectly fine. But I want you to hear what Bog said. Now, I don't watch Britney enough to know if Bog is telling the truth. But I kind of tend to believe Bog is telling the truth. She seems to watch a lot of Britney. And just very interesting, the way she put it and the way it came out. So let me pull that up.
This is so hypocritical. And then what this idea, because they were friends with Britney 4 years ago, they have more say in what Britney's saying and doing, then why didn't they use that power months ago or a year ago or 2 years ago? We know why. They followed her to the doctor's appointment to ensure they're getting medical treatment.
I agree with that.
And I also haven't been live since Hartley posted that clip. Say how to
Fucking doctor's office.
Try lying, saying or offline life and continue on the same fucking path.
Did her fucking stream into?
I'm gonna go back
because you don't fucking.
I'm gonna backtrack to Granny's rant after, but I want you guys to hear what Bog said. It's really interesting.
Like their parent, that's foul.
You know what else I think though?
For that shit, because and
yeah,
heaven
right.
forbid, I don't want shit like that to ever happen. But we've
head through a window, wasn't it?
Right, yeah, putting his head through a window. And my biggest thing is, as a mother, right, if CPS keeps being called, instead of making yourself a victim and making it a hashtag on the internet for sympathy donors, why don't you do anything differently? Stop the drama. Stop talking shit. Get a regular schedule. Have your kids in bed at night. She keeps saying he has insomnia. He has insomnia. I don't know one motherfucking doctor in this world.
Okay, this is part of her rant, but it is so fucking on point. You got to hear it. We'll get to Bog after, but you got to hear this rant. It was so fucking perfect.
world that would allow a child of his age to suffer with insomnia for 4 fucking years. No way. Sleep is crucial, especially for a child with autism. And the fact that you keep saying that, that's why. And as a mother, you're doing nothing to change it. Nothing. They would be having sleep studies. They'd be having medication. You want to just be up in the doses of melatonin every fucking night.
Exactly.
Any real mother that gave a fuck would make a difference. And you would start with the fact that it's quiet time. The whole house is settling down. We're getting in pajamas. The lights are going down. The TV's turned down. We got the blankies. Everybody's going to bed. But how do you expect these two boys to fall asleep when mommy's on the internet saying the whole world's trying to kill them? You gave that child anxiety. You don't give a fuck because it gives you sympathy donos, you sick motherfucker. Never met a lousier fucking mother in my life. And I wish you would send this shit to the judge because I would gladly take the stand, put my hand onto the Bible you believe in, and let the world know what a shitty mother you are. And I would say it all from my motherfucking heart because I stand on it. I think you are one of the lousiest, most pathetic people I ever saw to be named a mother. I think nothing you do is motherly. I think you are exploitative. I think you're a piece of shit. I think you had this new baby for a little more sympathy donos because you have written out the fact that your children are babies. So then you're telling everybody they're fucking attempted murder on each other, but you want us to believe they're babies. That no longer works. So now you're bringing a new baby in to get you a little sympathy donos. You want an entire shed to put all the shit that you got for the baby in. You're pathetic, Brittany. You use your kids as a token in life. I get out of accountability. I get out of responsibility. And I can't wait until the world wakes up and sees it for what it is. And your children already do because they call you a fucking liar to your face, fatty. They don't even respect you as a mother. And I'll be damned they shouldn't.
Mic drop. Her rant was fucking so on point. I was driving at the time. I was like, fucking yes, Jess. I was like, now that was a good fucking rant. Probably one of the best I've heard from her in a while. There's more though. I think she goes on again in a minute. Hold on.
Pathetic. Take a parenting class, you dumb bitch.
Petty AF says, damn, even from across the world, Granny's still making people stare her way. Don't play Queen aloud through the phone while shopping.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. And Petty AF.
I was like, I think I'm going to turn that into a clip and put it into like a song. I mean, that was just fucking perfect.
I need you to check your Discord because I sent you a couple messages.
No, Brittany needs to take her ass to church. Her and her family. Got your man up there wanting to name your baby after fucking demons, but you're the priest. You're the preacher boy. The fuck out of here. You're a facade. Everything about them is fake, from their Christianity to the fucking accent to the fucking excuses for why they're dirty crackheads up in the middle of the night.
Bitch,
And
why
how
do you
the
think I
fuck am
call
I
them
watching?
cosplay Christian? They're cosplaying Christian. They're cosplaying.
They are. And how am I watching Britney's streams when I'm sleeping like the rest of the world at 3 a.m., you dumbass bitches? I don't watch that bitch. I don't even want her in my algorithm. Ask anybody. When they send me a timestamp, I'm like, nah, I'm not clicking that shit. I'm not having that bitch in my algorithm. I've had her and all her little cronies blocked for fucking years because you're filth. And all of you, Josen included, that make excuses for this lousy ass motherfucking mother, God forbid if a tragedy happens one day, don't you dare cover it and act like you gave a fuck, because you are allowing it to progressively get worse. And you see it, you hear it, but you ignore it because it doesn't get you the clicks and views. You're just as bad. Just as bad. If any of my people stood by me as I've had my children coughing and up for night, missing weeks of school, up all night and midnight hours, if I'm making chicken at 3 a.m. to feed my fucking kids dinner, none of my people would stand with me. None of them. They stood with me through many fucking years and many ups and downs. They would be the first to call CPS on my ass and call me the fuck out and unplug my internet. You're all culprit to this behavior, and you're all part. You want to say that we're causing trauma to Britney's kids? I say you all are. Most importantly, their parents. You all see it too, and none of you speak out unless you get mad enough to speak out. Ain't that right, Jones? And somebody needs to check his hard drives. Why? You heard what we heard? You heard him say that if a minor approaches adult, it should be legal? You heard him say he hopes his newborn baby has a fat ass? You heard that too? You heard him threaten a cat with his 8-inch cock? You heard it too? But you remain quiet because you got to get the clicks and the views, Jones, and don't you? That's why you sit there and say, oh, Granny loves this litigation, because for you, that's all that matters. Because let's face it, when somebody like Jones and walks down in the real world, the only look she gets is, ew, what the fuck is that? Nobody sees this bitch. Nobody stops to acknowledge her. Nobody's talking to her out in the real world. Nobody's engaging with her. The only interaction from the society that she gets is via her YouTube channel, her and Brittany. So they get to live this fake little image online where they got people in the chat praising them and clapping their hands. I don't ever trust a motherfucker that tells me I look pretty because I seen you bitches lie to these motherfuckers and tell them they look good. Nothing about them looks good. We saw what we saw. Don't lie to these people. But that's why you do what you do, because you only get seen via the internet. You and her both live virtually, because in the real world, you're a nobody. You're a fucking nothing. You're a Gilbert Grapes looking ass mom. That's what you are. And you know it. And it hurts. And it's the ugly truth. Fuck that.
Mic drop number 2. That was Granny's rants. Tell me that was not fucking perfect. It just, she was on a roll and she just did not stop. And I have to say, it was probably one of the best rants that I've heard in a long time. Not just from Granny, from anybody on these streets. It was smooth. It was real. It was from the heart. She didn't laugh at herself. Like, I can't stand when people go on a rant and then laugh at themselves. It was just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now let's get to Bob.
The pill that everybody wants, but no.
But that was so good, we might listen to it again. It was somewhere around the 240 mark. But let's get to Bug.
Nobody can swallow.
Pathetic. Into your life and your world and the clerk, the courts.
Yeah.
Last night that she's dead. So go sub up to her.
Over here. I 4 a.m., bitch. But fucking pointing it out. That's just their MO.
Somebody's gonna show up at the yeah.
Okay. No,
yeah,
I haven't been on
they said the basic
one. It's like
per se is. So when you're saying people are stalking you or harassing you or all these other dramatic terms, matter of fact, you should ask where the judge stands on the fact that you're out here lying, that I report you to the DA, and that you never said the things that you and Moon absolutely said. Wonder why Loon took that video down, Loon. You think that was enough to protect you? Happens when you accuse people of crimes. Ooh, a crock pot roast beef or meatloaf? I never did meatloaf in a crock pot.
That shit sounds good. Miss Amy, I didn't see you back here, baby. I just got your back chats all at one time here. So when you come back up, I'll pull you up on the stream.
Go down, Tuss.
That it was a clone of her.
So we're still waiting for the Superior Court to rule.
Maybe.
Another one that says, can anyone... It's hard. Look, Amy doesn't do Betty.
I mean, the numbers there speak for themselves. You can see that just a fact out for a past year called us. It's funny though, because right, like you clearly. That's it. That's all. And back into like.
Yes, ma'am. It was. Man, fuck, she's an idiot.
And then sit there and use your AI to.
It's literally a fucking face in the left side of it, right in front of her stomach, right like beside her stomach. It's literally a fucking face.
And then sit there and use your AI to make these QC pictures of them. Like it's so weird.
Oh, it's weird as fuck.
I'm sorry. I never trust people that build their, never mind. But
okay, so this is where some of the debate comes in that now Granny sides on the era of caution that she is pregnant. Clue also says she's pregnant. Queen Bee, undecided.
Bless your heart, Krama. Get in where you fit in, girl.
That's right.
Orange cat eyes. Ugh. Well, because if she put in what she really looked like, she'd come out looking like what AI gave me, that fish looking thing. Did anybody else see that? Do you see that?
It's like a face, huh?
Fucking
What is
demon.
that?
It looks like a fucking demon.
Oh
Like,
my God.
Yeah, it looks weird, don't it? Right there.
What is this straight off her stream or did somebody?
Yes, girl. I just pulled this up on YouTube. Yes, as soon as I hit play, it's
That's her arm, I think.
going to fucking move. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, somebody needs to get a screenshot of that.
That is weird.
Yeah, it's fucking weird as fuck, ain't it?
Hold on, I'm gonna see can I screenshot it.
Ooh, it's clearly a
People did it.
face.
It's literally a fucking face in the left side of it, right in front of her stomach, right like beside her stomach. It's an eye. There's eyes, and it's like an old. It almost looks like ET. Like,
That is weird.
Do you guys see what they're looking at? They're looking at this. That's what they're looking at. I have no idea what it is, but it's pretty funny. I don't know what it is, but the way they have a picture that this is like an eyeball sticking out of like someone's arm, like this is like her arm or something, and this is like an eyeball sticking out of it. Like, I don't know. They're like all wacky. But that's what they're talking about. They don't know what this is. But it does look like an eyeball. It does. You can see like a eye, and it does look like an eye. I get it. I don't know what it is. I just thought it was funny though. Let me make this smaller before she strikes me.
isn't it? It looks like a fucking demon.
It looks like Chucky. If you want, I'm looking at it on the TV.
About naming her baby after a fucking demon.
Brittany looks like Chucky herself too, to be honest. But
I think it's hilarious that this is literally the second baby that you've had, not with one, but two different men that want to name the baby after someone, another chick that they had a crush on.
the one that got away.
Okay, so Bag just got up there.
But
Right.
is this? I mean, I'm sorry. This looks like. I'm gonna shut up. Bless it. Whatever.
Boggs, you're up here with us. What's up, baby?
That's a pooched out food, baby.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same. That looks like 3 a.m. chicken.
Some White Castle.
Yeah.
But yeah, that her right hand, I think, actually that might be her left hand. I don't know. Either way, she's gripping the back of her shirt.
Yeah, to make it form out more.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing. Okay, I had twins, and then I had another one. When I stood up, I never stood up holding my back like that. I just didn't. I mean, when my back hurt, I would do that, but that's it. And it does look like Brittany is forcing it.
She's got that back arch. I did a whole frame by frame look at this, but that thing in the back, I believe, is a pillow.
I mean, to be fair, when a lot of times when heavier women like her are pregnant, it is hard to distinguish the pregnancy from the already formed fat. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that to be cruel. I'm just genuinely speaking. That's why you never ask somebody if they're pregnant, right? Because you don't know if they're pregnant or if they're just fat. In Brittany's case, it looks like we maybe got a mix of both. I don't know. But yeah, it's interesting. If she wants to wow the internet and stop the internet as tracks, show us an appointment for prenatal care. Then we'll give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about seeing her belly. Does anybody else? Truly?
Oh, I want to see a full on shirt up belly. Yes.
Yeah. I know.
Okay, now that to me is a little weird. Like, you're not friends with her. Why would you need to see like that much? Like, she doesn't owe you anything. So that part I thought was a little odd.
Oh, that's what I thought. Ew.
Not me. Keep that shit. Keep it covered.
I'm with Clue. Keep it covered.
Lord,
Y'all
keep
know
it covered.
me. I'm still waiting for that picture of Cletus's toe from forever ago.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out because I thought this baby was on her lungs, but it looks like she's carrying a little low, don't it? Like you can see the bump. Like I don't know.
No, it does look low.
Like low for baby 4 months ago to be on her lungs. Whatever. 6 baby.
A baby is small. A baby in uterus, even 2 babies in uterus are small. Brittany is morbidly obese to start. Has nothing to do with her pregnancy. Her pregnancy, she said she lost weight. Remember that. That was Brittany's latest, is that she lost weight. That she hasn't gained weight through this pregnancy. So all of this is not pregnancy. This is just her being morbidly obese.
But Queen, if you go forward a little bit in this, and
I think this is an arm. I really do.
when she goes right before she turns her camera off, you can see that it's when she lets go and she turns and leans forward, the belly is a lot more flat. It's not pointed. I figure if you're pregnant and you're leaning forward, you're still going to have that curvature.
Now, when she said that, I wasn't looking at it, but I went over to Brittany's channel and I looked at it, and she's right. When you're pregnant and you have a true pregnancy belly, it does not matter which way you move. Your stomach is, if you're in a tight shirt, that tight shirt is going to remain a tight shirt. It doesn't loosen up around the belly depending on which way you move. So that kind of struck me as odd, and I would have never noticed it if it wasn't pointed out. Me neither, Robin. And I had twins.
So I think it's just her pooching out and arching back really far.
Oh, let's see.
Well, god
And-
dang, I mean, she eats every fucking 10 minutes. Holy shit. I've never seen and I've never seen anybody almost have an orgasm over donuts.
Right.
Yeah. And you guys are saying that's a pillow. What kind of fucking pillow is it?
I don't
One
know.
that I don't want.
Yeah, that's a nightmare. There's no way that's a pillow.
Well,
It
and
almost looks like an evil ass gummy bear. I wish you
Ooh.
could see it on my TV.
Somebody said a neck pillow.
I think that's just her earphones.
It got eyes and a nose and a mouth and a double chin. That ain't a neck pillow. That's a face on it.
Okay, I see what the fuck they're talking about, because you really can see eyes and a nose and a mouth and a big chin. Like, this is fucking weird. You can literally see a face. Maybe if you're looking for it, not looking for it, but you can literally see a face. Like, it's fucking weird.
yeah, at one point, speaking of pillows, she smacks her belly and it straight up sounds like a fluffy pillow
No way. Why would she smack her belly?
to prove that it was like hard, but it sounds like
Yeah,
a
she like
pillow.
That's
just
weird.
yeah,
Sorry,
she's just
the
like
internet would
hitting on
never.
it.
The internet would never get me to hit my belly. It would never get me to show my leg, and it certainly would never get me to hit my pregnant belly to convince the internet. Like she cares too much what people think. It's sad. It's sad. In 2 months, the baby should be crying in the background. What are you doing all this for now? You denied the pregnancy for 6 months. Now you're trying to convince the internet of it. I've never seen no shit like this. Where else do you hear this shit? Somebody denies a pregnancy for 6 months, adamantly deny it, and then spends the rest of the months trying to convince the internet of it. I mean, that alone speaks to who and what she is. Holy shit. Think about that.
That's very true. BJ's evidence always ends up people make question more. You're right.
I know that's right. When you're chunky and preggers, it's hard to tell. I agree, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
Back in the day,
Because what Granny is saying, she's right, though. Like, Brittany doesn't, for her to say, look, it's hard. Look how hard my belly is. That's weird. Like, I don't know. It's just weird to me.
had gastric bypass, so I used to be a fat bitch. Like I was fat. And one day I was like scratching my belly, like I was sitting in a chair and scratching, and some lady was like, "Oh, are you pregnant?" I was like, "No, I'm fat." And she was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, my bad." Like,
See, that's why you should never ask women if they're pregnant, because you don't know. You don't know if they're just fat or pregnant.
yeah. So I could totally see, like, if I arched and pooched in a certain way, I
Yeah.
could have totally looked pregnant.
Yeah. I mean, Again, she's not convincing. Those who don't believe she's pregnant aren't going to believe it just because she's showing her big ass belly that's always been there.
Yep.
You know?
I even said in a Clues Discord last night, which they have eyes on, I said, BJ's right in this case. I don't believe her. Take the W. I'll take.
What do you mean her boobs are not like that? This is her 6th kid, though. So I don't know what you mean about boobs. I didn't even look at her boobs.
The L. I don't believe her at all.
Yeah. I believe she's pregnant. I just don't give a fuck. I know. I mean, she's already exploiting a newborn, for fuck's sake, right on par. Again, I wouldn't doubt she playing this baby to get more sympathy because, the boys are being hurt a little too much and she couldn't describe them as little babies anymore.
Mhm.
And this is where I agree with Granny 100%. That, and I said this before we even knew she was pregnant, but Brittany is the type of person she needs to nurture. And I don't, a lot of people thought it had to do with Craig kicking her out. I don't think that was it. I really think she just wants to, she has to take care of the baby. She needs that baby in her life because she even said it the boys are getting big. They're not babies anymore. We see her. She's got to brush their teeth and do their shower. She's one of those narcissists that has to pump out babies to feel like her life is worth something.
So here comes this one.
I
wish
think
it wasn't true, but she's proven it to be true.
Yeah, it's I think what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks is going to.
Okay, now listen to this. This is, I don't know why her mind even went there, but it's very interesting.
Be the ultimate grift.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
You think angel wings?
Yeah, I talked about it last night with Queen. Her mentioning something 7 times. I don't know if you watched it, Granny, but
no, I haven't watched anything.
So, trigger warning to anyone. It's sort of a sensitive topic, but she mentioned people who've lost children 7 times and angel moms and things like that.
Okay.
So I think she's going to use the upcoming court cases, the stress with just dealing with the quote unquote dark side, and her upcoming mourning period of her mother. It's all going to culminate.
I sincerely hope not.
I hope not too.
I hope not.
Yep.
Wouldn't surprise me, but
that's where I differ. That would surprise me. But why would she talk about that 7 times? I can tell you, when I was pregnant, the last thing I ever wanted to think about was death. I did not want to think about angel babies. I did not want to talk about angel babies. That would have been the furthest thing from my mind while I was pregnant. So the fact that Brittany mentioned it 7 times in one live stream and kept talking about it, why? And why does her picture have angel wings on it? Does Karma Reels know something the rest of us don't? Because that's fucked up. And I don't know if it was earlier in the stream or later in the stream, but Karma Reels, who built a channel off Brittany, is now Brittany's bestie and made her picture, her avatar, and it has angel wings on it. Why? Why would you put a picture with angel wings on it? Brittany's not dead. And it between that and what Bog said, it was like, whoa, this is fucked up. It's just a wild theory.
I hope that she's not that far gone,
I was like, Boggs, are you sure?
Yeah. That would be wild.
That's what I think. But hopefully me.
No, she said, Bog said that Brittany talked about it 7 times. She brought it up 7 times. She talked about mothers and angel wings and mothers that lost babies. Why? That would be the last thing on my mind while I was 7 months pregnant. I just wouldn't. Like, I would feel like you're putting something in air. Oh, there is a clip out there. She mentioned dead babies a bunch. Like, yeah, bad karma. Like, I would never. I don't even like talking about it now. And my kids are grown, but, you know, they're still my kids forever. They'll always be my babies.
Putting it out there will make her hear this and know that, like, we see you, and maybe she'll come up with, you know, something other than what she's, in my opinion, what she's planning on doing to maybe redeem herself in some way. But we'll see. It's like, BJ, I'm giving you an off ramp. Please take it. But
if she faked this pregnancy, then she would have no choice but to take that ramp, because how else are you going to do it?
Right. That's what I mean. How else are you going to do it? She's like, oh, guys, stick with me if I'm kind of off, if things.
That was another thing she said. Just stick with me if I'm kind of off. Things, you know, aren't right. It was just very weird.
Seem like they're really off, guys.
She was saying that?
Bitch, are you serious?
Dude, if you're on Facebook Marketplace and you're pregnant looking for newborn clothes, get off it if you're in that area. Woo, child.
Bitch, I just got onto it.
Woo.
I just got onto it.
Protect your uteruses.
Shit.
If you see 3-pack in plays.
Right.
Oh,
and that's another thing too. Listen to what it says here. She was talking about missing a baby. What was it? 7 times, Boggs, you said?
Can y'all see?
Yep.
There's the belly.
There's the belly.
There,
Most people would say
plain and
there's the
all.
baby.
Oh,
She's out of
and her
breath
heart
already.
is a rock. See?
Ew.
That sounded puffy like a pillow.
I don't know. That's the best I can do.
This is the best I can do. The best you can do is tell the truth on when you're due. Oh, she's a big one.
See the wings? Why are there wings? Is she dead? Is the baby dead? Why would there be wings on that? Why would you put baby angel wings on an avatar? Maybe Crama Reels knows something that we don't.
That photo's weird as fuck.
There.
Oh, I saw what Bog was talking about.
You see?
Yeah, I saw
Baby
what you were
bumping off.
talking
There
about.
You go. Now the
Why did-
internet will go fucking crazy tomorrow because I showed it.
You thought, bitch. Nobody really gives a fuck. Why? Why?
It's gonna go crazy tomorrow because I showed it.
Why did Crime Reels give her the same color eyes as the cat that Craig was talking sexual to? This is weird.
Bitch, it's
I'm
weird as
sorry.
fuck. And she's got angel wings like she died.
Right. And if Brittany, you want to break the internet again, show us a prenatal care appointment. We don't really give a fuck about your belly. You're a big bitch to begin with.
Fucking weirdo. Casual art, $10 super sticker says that 7 months, third trimester loss is technically classified as stillbirth, often linked to physical or health factors rather than psychological stress alone, which is usually not a direct cause. So
that wouldn't work.
Right.
Well, I have a caveat with that. So
What?
she's never had, as far as we know, she's never had prenatal care. There's not a doctor that knows about this quote unquote baby. Craig never goes with her to any doctor's appointments. She could just say something happened.
Oh no.
And she could just
That's her.
say, I wasn't, because they require a certificate at 20 weeks in the state of North Carolina. She could say, I never had.
Now that I didn't understand. What does she mean? They need a certificate at 20 weeks. Is that something a doctor does? Like I don't know North Carolina, but I'm assuming that a doctor sends that in or something. I don't know. I thought that was weird. I was like, what kind of certificate? No. Like a pregnancy certificate. Oh, a death certificate? No, I don't think she meant death. Hold on.
That photo is weird as fuck.
There. For all the
Oh, I
people
saw
saying
what
it's
Bog
fake
was
and it
talking
is.
about.
You see?
Yeah, I saw
Baby
what
bump
you were
and all.
talking
There
about.
you go. Now the
Why did-
internet will go fucking crazy tomorrow because I showed it.
You thought, bitch. Nobody really gives a fuck. Why? Why?
It's gonna go crazy tomorrow because I showed it.
Why did Crime Reels give her the same color eyes as the cat that Craig was talking sexual to? This is weird.
Bitch, it's
I'm
weird as fuck.
sorry.
And she's got angel wings like she died.
Oh, if there's a miscarriage after 20 weeks. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Because I was like, what kind of certificate at 20 weeks?
Right. And if Brittany, you want to break the internet again, show us a prenatal care appointment. We don't really give a fuck about your belly. You're a big bitch to
Right.
begin with.
Fucking weirdo. Casual art, $10 super sticker says that 7 months, third trimester loss is technically classified as stillbirth, often linked to physical or health factors rather than psychological stress alone, which is usually not a direct cause. So,
That wouldn't work.
right.
Well, I have a caveat with that. So
What?
she's never had, as far as we know, she's never had prenatal care. There's not a doctor that knows about this quote unquote baby. Craig never goes with her to any doctor's appointments. She could just say something happened,
Oh no.
and she could just
That's true.
say, I wasn't, because they require a certificate at 20 weeks in the state of North Carolina. She could say, I never had care, and then they saw that the baby really wasn't as big as I thought it was. It wasn't 20 weeks, so I don't have a certificate.
Oh gee, I sincerely hope you're wrong about that. And then Craig will be like,
And I'm with Granny. I sincerely hope that Bog is wrong. But it's an interesting theory.
what? Why didn't you tell me?
Well, no, Craig
Sorry.
doesn't know. Craig's gonna.
What I'm saying is she'll tell the internet before she even tells Craig.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
making a joke because she seems to
I
do that all
getcha.
the time.
Yeah, I get you. But in her doing that, it also makes Craig an ultimate victim because he's never going to have that little girl that he always wanted.
If she truly did that, first off, let me just say it's sad that anybody would even think she would do that because that's what she has shown people to be, a pathological, get out of accountability cow. So the fact that you even have to question if she would do something like that in itself is sad, but that's what she's made her image out here online.
Mhm.
Secondly, I sincerely hope that's not what she would do because that would be one sick motherfucking thing.
See, think about that for a second. I got to give Granny credit because no matter how much she hates Brittany, she still cannot believe that Brittany would even go that low. That says a lot. And I'm with Granny on that. I can't, my mind is not going to go that Brittany is that bad yet or that she's that maniacal. I can't go there yet. You know what I mean? Like, I just can't. That goes to places that you're like, there's no way she's that fucked up. There's just no way. So I'm with Granny on that. Like, I don't want to go there yet. I cannot believe that she would be that maniacal. Like, would I be shocked? No. But do I want to think that she would be that fucked up? I can't go there yet.
It would never work.
But Granny's right when she says the fact that people are going to go there and there are people like Bog can make it make sense. It says a lot too. Like Brittany, she's got some really interesting theories here. And if the fact that she thinks you could do this is scary in itself.
Yep.
I mean, that's truly I mean, that is like a Lifetime movie.
Yeah, and people, it's crazy.
That's
If you
some
look
seriously
online,
diminished shit.
Yeah.
if you look online, there's tons of women that fake pregnancies like this. It's crazy. So I don't put it.
And she is right, though, because it's not like Craig is going with her to the doctor. It's not like Craig even fucking knows anything. She could tell Craig whatever she wants. And yeah, she just gained 50 pounds, or she just gained, like most men want to go with you to the doctor, at least for certain parts of it. Like Brad didn't come with me to every doctor appointment, but he certainly came with me to enough of them. The most important ones, he missed work and came.
I mean,
Yeah, her own friend was faking pregnancy. The person in, in that other sector she's part of. So.
no, that was for her earbud.
It wasn't, but it should have been.
Yeah, it should have been.
Fuck.
That would be wild.
See, it's not normal behavior, but I think it's so people still talk about her. And Granny brought up something earlier that I've been saying for a long time. Brittany is not exactly somebody that would get hit on the streets. She obviously does not have friends. She doesn't have friends outside of YouTube. And she's basically made that known. So this is her attention. Being what I believe she is, a narcissist, I don't care what anyone says, her pathological lying kind of goes hand in hand with it. But she craves the attention. She needs the narcissistic supply. So she will do whatever she can to keep it coming. So even if she has had prenatal care, she would not let anyone know, because she can't. Because then, if she does what everyone tells you to do, then nobody's going to talk about her. She's not going to be a topic of anybody. No, I don't think it has anything to do with drugs. I think it has to do with her narcissism. I do.
So y'all
Really bad in what way?
think she's just like pushing like a fat stomach out? I'm not gonna lie. If I drink soda, like if I drink a regular Coke or whatever, like I can stand in front of the mirror and look pregnant.
Now, come on, guys, don't be shy. Feel free to join membership, send super chats, send cash apps, buy some candles. Don't be shy, guys.
If
And
I
it's more convincing than this because my stomach swells like at the very top. Like I can't drink regular soda like that. I can drink Diet Mountain Dew and that's it. But if I drink a regular Coke, I could look pregnant.
when I'm about to get my menstrual, my stomach gets hard and looks a little rounder too. So, but you do see what right now what Queen's doing. You do see it kind of deflate as she thinks she's in the clear.
That's what I was noticing, and I didn't see this big last night, but I've also seen women who do look like that when they're pregnant, almost like the baby is like laying sideways.
Yeah,
You know what
Right
I
there.
mean?
right there. The belly just went for a second.
Yep.
Anybody else
And-
see that?
Hold on, let me pull it up on the.
It dipped.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
back a second, Queen, because it definitely dipped right there.
And QB, I sent you the screenshot of the exact moment I'm talking about.
All right,
And
baby.
I think like right here it starts to deflate. Plus, with all those Amazon returns she may have done, she could have bought a fake pregnancy belly for all we thought. Right there, it deflates.
Yep. And look, here's the picture.
It gone.
Now, it's very hard to see on QBs, so I pulled up Brittany's. Let me get it. Hold on. Oh. One. All right. I'm going to make a full screen. And you could see what they're talking about.
Oh, God, miserable.
If you look real quick, it's only for like a split second, but her belly does semi go away. Oh.
Hold on. If you can. Hold on. There you go.
Even when she first stood up, it was smaller. And then it was like she pushed it out. Watch. Watch. See that?
There you go. There it is. Can y'all see? There's the belly.
Thank you, Stalker.
There, plain and all. Oh. And I'm hard as a rock, see?
And why does she keep holding her hand behind? And when she lets her hand go, maybe it's the filter. It could be the filter, but her stomach does get smaller, which is very strange.
I don't know. That's the best I can do.
Right there. That's what they're talking about. Right there. It looks like it gets smaller.
God,
But watch this.
miserable.
Right there. How all of a sudden is her boobs bigger than her stomach? Thank you, Rock Jim. How is it all of a sudden where her boobs look like they're bigger than her stomach?
There.
You see that? Now, it could be the filter. It might be the filter that's doing that. But it is weird because it looks like she pushes it out.
Can y'all see? There's the belly. There, plain and all. Oh. And I'm hard as a rock, see? I don't know. That's the best I can do.
That's what they're talking about.
Oh, God, miserable. There.
8 months. Woohoo! So that's what they keep referring to. And I can't disagree with it. Right there, it goes from smaller to bigger.
There you go.
But again,
okay, let's see. I don't know.
Possibly.
I don't even know. Hold on. If you can. Hold on. There you go. There it is.
it's like,
Can y'all?
my thing is too, when I was pregnant, I didn't need to find a position. Like, my belly was so fucking huge. It was there, no matter how hard I tried. I got to find this picture. There's a picture of me. Let me see if I have it here. It might not be here. Sage found it. But I may have just like shoved it in a drawer. Let's see if it's over here. But it's me like 6 months pregnant with the twins. And I was in like this halter top. And I just have this huge ass belly. And Sage is like, Mom, look what I found. I don't know where it is though. Yeah, I'll have to look for it. Maybe Sage took it. I don't know. I'll have to ask her. But the picture's so funny. Oh, wait. You know what? It could possibly be in here. Hold on. The babies. That was me. Let me look. Mickey Mouse. But I do think it was in this pile. Oh my God, that's Tracy. I gotta send that to her. Oh. If it's not in this pile, I'm not going to continue to look, but I have pictures of people. I don't even know who the fuck they are. I'm like, who even are you? All right, I don't think it's in this pile. Damn, I wanted it to be here too. It's one of those pictures I've seen like 1,000 times and can't find it. Oh. Oh, look, a whole book of sonogram pictures. See, Brittany, when you actually go to a doctor, you have sonogram pictures. I actually have a whole booklet of sonogram pictures of my babies. Baby A, baby B, and baby C, Dayton. Honestly, I forgot I even had this. But I have, hold on, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. I have 30 sonogram pictures of the twins. That's just the twins. 30 sonogram pictures, Brittany. That's what happens when you go to a doctor. 30. That's a lot of fucking sonogram pictures. But that's what you get when you actually go to a doctor. Just saying. Well, she may not have had boobs to begin with, though. Hey, Mittens. She may not have had boobs to begin with. So that might be the reason. You know, we don't know what her boobs look like beforehand. But in all fairness, I'll be honest, I never produced any milk. So my boobs weren't bigger or anything. Like they weren't like they didn't inflate more than like I would usually get with my period because I had no milk. So maybe it's the same thing with her. I don't know. But then again, I think she said she breastfed in the past. So I don't know. But remember, it's only a picture. We don't really know how big she actually is. You know what I mean? Yeah, she said she did breastfeed. I don't know. By your sixth kid, wouldn't you be like pancakes already? I still don't know what this is, though. But it does look like a fucking eyeball. They're right. It totally looks like an eyeball. That's an eye. What it is, I don't know.
See? There's the belly. There, plain and all. Oh. And I'm hard as a rock, see? I don't know. That's the best I can do. Oh, God. Miserable.
You see right there. Right there is what they're talking about. That it gets like flat. What is this? It does look like a fucking demon. Look at that. What is it? And the eye looked like it moved. Dude, that's fucked up. That's really clear on her picture. Okay. Oh, that's true too. Phantom pregnancy is a rare condition where a person believes they're pregnant and experiences physical symptoms such as a growing belly, breast changes, and fetal movement sensations without an actual fetus. Caused by intense psychological, emotional, or hormonal factors, it is treated with psychiatric support, therapy, and if necessary, addressing underlying medical conditions. Symptoms of a false pregnancy. Individuals may experience many or all symptoms of a real pregnancy. Abdominal distension, missed or irregular periods, sensation of fetal movement, swollen breast and milk production, weight gain, morning sickness, nausea. Yeah, it's weird. And I would have never even noticed it until they said it. Because, like, look, it does look like a demon. But that one shot is what I find weird.
And I'm hard as a rock, see?
That, I think, was the filter.
I don't know. That's the best I can do.
Right there. It just looks like it goes away a little. I don't know. She's just so big. And that's not from pregnancy.
Oh. God. Miserable.
Right there. It does go down. Her elbow, I don't think you could see an elbow. She's so round. I see, I just, no offense to anybody that's morbidly obese. I don't know how you let yourself get that big. I just don't.
Oh.
I just don't. She's not wearing maternity clothes people bought. Nope. She's just so young. What, her elbow here? Or here? What do you mean? Where her elbow? Which elbow? Right here? Hey, Carly. Lacey Ann, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Which side? Yeah, it's fat. Right here? Yeah, that's fat. I don't know how you let yourself get that big at 37. But I'm fanatical. Like, I got over 200 and I was already in Mexico getting surgery. Like, I don't know. But that's my own obsession. My own issues.
God.
But yeah, that's fat. I mean, I'm not like picking on her like this, but she's very round. Like, there's no it's just she's huge. Like, she's gonna pop. And that's not from a baby. Now, I will say this though. She could have what's it called? I had it. You know when your body gets really swollen? It's toxemia. Yeah, toxemia. I had toxemia with the twins. I lost 50 pounds within the first week because that's why I ended up in the hospital. So she could have toxemia too. But then again, Clue had a picture of her Clue had a picture of her back in August, and she was like this big.
Miserable. There. They'll say she's just fat. Yeah. Don't you say that, Soul Shine. No. Don't you say it. Oh my Lord.
Fana, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly where I was at. That she's way too young to be this big. And it's so unhealthy.
I'm miserable. See how huge I am? I'm huge, y'all.
Yeah, but you were huge before the baby. That's what I'm saying. Like, a baby doesn't make you gain that much weight. If you watch yourself, I know people that gain like 25, 30 pounds. I know people that gain 40 pounds. And within a couple of weeks, they were right back to where they were. I'm not so lucky. But my mom told me that when I got pregnant with the twins. Do not go crazy because you will not be able to get it off immediately. And I was like, I'm pregnant with twins. I'm eating everything. I gained 100, what was it, like 110 pounds with the twins? Preeclampsia. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you. Preeclampsia. But I went crazy and I regretted it. I had like, after the 50 came off, I still had like another 75 to lose. And I lost like 30 of it and then got pregnant with Dayton. And I never got down. I mean, now I am, but I didn't then.
Oh, my stomach is massive. Luminous, go back.
Like, Brittany, the baby only weighs like 3 pounds. At this point, 7 months pregnant, baby weighs 3 pounds. you're not this big because of a baby.
Ooh. Oh, well, what do you want to see? Well, go back. Some of y'all are behind. Y'all missed it. Oh, she's definitely been in my ribs, D. Oh God.
And that's another thing someone said, which I also found interesting, was that Brittany never said anything about the baby kicking until somebody asked about the baby kicking. And now all of a sudden the baby kicks.
Oh. Yeah, Jen. I'm freaking Now that you guys have seen it, how many of y'all are gonna say that it's fake? How many of y'all think they're gonna say I'm just fat?
Like, why does she care about what they think? This I found weird too. Why does she care? Brittany, why do you give a shit what they think? Who cares what they think? If you're truly pregnant and this is truly Craig's baby, and you're not going to pull something shady, who cares what they think?
I told Craig if I showed it, they're just gonna say I'm fat.
Now, I will agree with something. I don't know who said, maybe Angela said it. I got to agree with this, that everyone wanted her to show it. She shows it, and now people are talking about it. Like, people are finding things wrong with it. I agree with that.
I'm all baby. Maybe a Cinco de Mayo baby. I don't know. GS. Thank you, Kathleen. I don't feel like it.
Now, I also don't know the actual statistic or whatever way you want to put it, but I think by your sixth kid, you don't even gain as much and you wouldn't show as much. Or no, I'm wrong. I think you show more. I don't know. I know when I was pregnant with Dayton, doctor said something. Now I can't remember. It's been too long.
Hurting. D says it's a girl. Yeah, baby. I'll take that. A Mother's Day baby. You say girl, Kathleen? 7 months pregnant. I feel like a heffalump. What does that mean? I'm all baby, Kathleen. What does that mean, y'all? You think it's a girl too? Okay. My son was born 2 days before Mother's Day, so I can't pull it off. So I was wondering, does y'all think the baby's big by my baby bump? Judging by my baby bump? It's definitely.
You cannot tell a morbidly obese baby bump. I think these people sound like idiots. It's not like she's small everywhere else. I don't know.
Only a baby bump, right? Like, I don't know how they can deny that. I do feel like it's high, y'all. The big baby. The baby's big. All right, now let me.
Well, if you went to a sonogram, you would know it because, as a matter of fact, the little sonogram book that I have, it shows how big the babies were, what size they were.
Yeah, y'all this.
I was 100 and I think 25 when I got pregnant with the twins, and I gave birth at like 220, I think 210 or 220. I was massive.
How many of y'all think now they're gonna say that I'm lying and they're still gonna say I'm not pregnant?
Like, why does she keep saying that? Who gives a shit?
Do you think they'll have to admit it now that I showed my stomach? My great niece was due on May the 10th. but was born a few weeks ago. The little sweetheart is hanging in there and doing good. Oh, the teeniest thing oh my goodness. Bless it, Luna. How many pounds? I don't. Oh, babies are precious. They are so precious. I know, Julie. I really don't care. What gets me is I'm blind. I'm
Well, she showed it over a shirt.
actually shocked by it. I think they never admit it. They'll say you have a belly strap on. That's what I said. GSD. That's what I said. Because remember, they're just so sure that I'm gonna wait until.
Like, you want to know something though? And this has been eating at me too since I heard it. Now, my kids were almost 3. My twins were almost 3 when Dayton was born. So they were still very young. But at no point did they ever think that I was going to care more about the baby than them. At no point did they ever say to me, Mommy's not going to love me anymore because she has a new baby. They were all like, we're going to have a baby brother and we can't wait. And Sage is like, I'm going to take care of him and I'm going to feed him. And, I'm going to be Mommy's little helper. Phoenix was like, I'm going to beat him up. No, he didn't say that. But Phoenix was like, yay, baby brother, somebody to play, someone else to play it. Like, at no point did my kids ever say, you're going to have a baby and forget about us. That's some shitty ass fucking parenting. Like, I'm sorry. That is some shitty ass parenting. And allegedly, that's what I keep hearing, that they've actually said that they have said, like, Mommy's going to forget about us and she's not going to want us. You might be right, John. I was an only child for 10 years. I got 3 siblings. In 4 years, it was nothing like that for me. That's what I'm saying.
Last minute and pretend like I didn't, like I lost it or something. As crazy as that is. Well, I'm going to do that regardless, Heather. You're still going to say you're lying. To me, like.
I don't think they're emotionally stunted. I think they're emotionally abused.
They're a study. You know what I mean? Like, these people need to have a study done on them. Yeah, you're right, GSD.
Lacey Ann got hidden. Did John hide her? Uh-oh. Who's pocket modding? We got a few people pocket modding. Lacey Ann, accident. Someone went to unhide her and then she got timed out. Poor Lacey. All right. I unhid her. Yeah, you're all over that, Sly. All right. I unhid her. Now I think you just have a timeout, which I can't do anything about.
Your twin? Yeah. Holly, is that right? I got a twin? Yeah, that's funny. That's so funny. Oh, my Lord. I appreciate y'all, though. I love that you guys care. I really do. Thank you
No, I think now she's in a timeout.
so much. It's sweet to me that you guys actually really care and you're interested in my life and how the baby's doing and you want to see the little
Yeah, it looks like Janessa accidentally timed you out or blocked you, and then Sly went to unblock you and ended up blocking you. So then I caught it and I unblocked you.
You know, the baby bump, and I really, it just means a lot to me. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Just ignore all the negative stuff. You and your family have much to look for. Yeah. Me and Craig was talking about that earlier. Like, damn, you know, we deserve to. This should be a good time, you know. Right, Green Spirit? It's a blessing. We got to figure out when we're going to do this little shower thing. We still got to do that. We can't let them ruin that either, you know. Totally exciting.
Like, this is what I mean. This is her only content. It's boring as hell. There's like nothing to it anymore. She doesn't even do drama. She just sits there and does nothing.
It's ridiculous to worry about what they're saying. Yeah, I may change it. I may change it up a little because we've already went so far. That's a good size too. Oh, she's kicking the shit out of me. I'm not kidding, guys. She is kicking the shit out of me tonight.
Why do you keep saying she? What if it's a boy?
Oh. And I remember being pregnant with Talon, my first son, my 17-year-old. And I remember being pregnant with him, and he stood on my...
But if she already knows it's a girl, then she went to a doctor. So if she went to a doctor, then she knows it's a girl. You know what I mean?
Sciatic nerve. That was bad. That was really... He didn't stand on it. He laid on it. And yeah, I think so, Kathleen. I do feel like it's a girl. And I just
I can't disagree with that, Corvette. I can't. I'm with you 100%.
Oh man, the pain just my back killed me. Seems you're having a girl, and I'm happy for you for that. Heather, I don't know for sure. Oh, Green Spirit, I don't have the registry anymore. I took it down. I don't have the registry anymore.
She took it down because Craig said, we do not need anything. We have everything. We don't need anything else. Craig's words.
But if the mods want to drop the link, this is what I'm doing for right now, y'all. If you want to...
Lacey, you said it, not me. I have thought the same thing.
You know, if you want to send a donation through Cash App, PayPal or Venmo, you can do it that way for now.
Oh, look, don't buy me anything. Just send me money.
Now, I think that I don't think I'm gonna do another wish list, but I am gonna make like
I don't think I'm doing another wish list. I don't think.
A small thing for like diapers and like a few tiny little things that I still need. So it's gonna be like a short little thing, but
how about you buy it?
But that'll probably be like I gotta put it together. But as of right now, I have taken the registry down. Because hey, Dee's Mystery, are you okay?
Now she keeps stressing on diapers. Oh, that was cute, Just Iris. She keeps stressing on diapers. Why didn't she make that a priority to begin with? Fuck all the other shit. that Craig said they had already. Why not go for diapers to begin with?
It's good to see you. Yeah, she sleeps all day and parties in her crib all night. Exactly, Ivy. She's going to give me a run for my money. Aw, thank you, Dee. I appreciate that. That's very.
Gee, Brittany, why would she sleep during the day and be up at night? I wonder, why would that possibly be? Is she really this dumb?
Sweet. Yeah, I hope you're on the mend too, Dee.
I know, it's a mystery.
Yeah, send me an email, Green Spirit. Because I did tell everybody, like, if there's something that you want to get and you let me know, I can, or just send me an email. I'll send you my.
I don't think the furniture would be for her house. I think it would be for a mother-in-law's house or Craig's mom, because I heard through the grapevine that she had even said, with the extra bag or something, we'll give that to you. Something like that. Or we'll bring it to your house or something. Or one of the pack and plays. I don't know, something like that.
How about this? Send me an email. I'll send you my address and you can tell me, or you can send what you want if there's something you would like to get. It's just that they were desecrating my registry left, right, and center. I mean, every time I would go in and clear it up, they would go check everything off again. Basically, they checked everything off that and was saying that it was perfect.
That's a good point too. That she cried for months about her address being out there, and now she's just giving it to strangers for gifts. Okay, Brittany.
Just to make it look like the wish list or the registry was full and complete. So then when my subscribers and friends, real supporters, went to the registry to buy stuff, it looked like everything was already bought and it wasn't even close. As horrifically effed up as that is. So after a little while, I said, you know what? All these people crying foul, getting mad, making a fit about it, making multiple live streams and posts, forget it. They're not going to stop. It is horrible, Green. And then some said I lied about that. And I'm like, some of the people didn't even try to hide who they were. Like, they went in under their damn screen name and did it. So, and get this. Some of the people who have talked the most shit about me and called me a scammer now have registries and wish lists or GoFundMes of their own. I had a registry for a baby. A baby. A baby registry.
Everything is baby, baby, baby. Brittany, you denied being pregnant for 6 months. I'm not pregnant. And now everything is baby. Everything is baby this, baby that, baby this. Stop.
Yeah. Oh, me too, Luna. I did too. We all were. Every one of us.
Yeah, baby's college fun up next. We're going to get to that, UA.
I don't know, guys. It is what it is. You're right, Otto. You're right. I got to not worry about it. But everybody was doing a live stream about it. Everybody was talking trash. Even people that you didn't think cared were talking shit. You can't worry about what the haters think. You can tell you are at the end of your pregnancy and you sound uncomfortable. I'm very uncomfortable, Otto. Did you see the bump? Did you miss it? Britt, I sent you pics of my grandson. He turned 1 in February.
That's another thing that I wanted to look up. I'm going to play this while I look it up so you guys, so I'm not sitting here in silence.
And new baby girl coming Monday. Now, oh my goodness. Aw. Kim, I'm so happy for you, babe. Good on you. That is awesome. She says, I sent pics of my grandson. He turned 1 in February, and the new baby girl. So is it grandson's sister? He's having a little sister. If that's his sister, that's good on your what is your daughter or your son. It's good that she is having them so close together. So they'll grow up together and they'll have each other to play with. February, the new baby girl coming on Monday. Oh, I love it. Now you know why I moved to be closer. All hands on deck. Oh, that's congratulations, Kim. I want to see. So are they inducing her, or are they gonna do a Are they gonna do what is it? What do you call that? Where they cut you open? Lord have mercy. I'm losing it. I can't even. Never mind. You know what I'm trying to say. Oh, damn. A C-section. Damn. I'm losing my mind. I had all my babies natural. I've never had a C-section. Obviously, once you have one, you got to have them like that every time. But I never had a C-section. Knock on wood. I hope I don't. But is that what she's doing? I know, guys. I'm losing it. I couldn't remember C-section. Are they inducing her naturally, Kim? Oh, sweet little 10-pound baby niece. I love you and Kim. I love it, Ivy. I know. I told Ivy I'm going to be videoing from the hospital for her. And
all right. So what I was looking up, because this was the other part of the story I wasn't sure about. Can CPS meet you at a doctor instead of meeting you at your house? Because if CPS was called on the house, then what the fuck is meeting you at the doctor going to do? But according to this, you can request that a CPS caseworker meet you at your doctor's office or another neutral location instead of your home, though they may still push for a home visit to assess living conditions. You are not required to let CPS into your home without a warrant or a court order. CPS often requires a home visit to evaluate safety, cleanliness. I thought you had to let them in. If I knew that, I wouldn't have let them in. Yeah, that's the only thing I can get. Because I just thought it was a little weird that they went to the doctor's office.
her and my Diana, they're gonna watch a little one. I love it. Yeah, I do think the baby is about 10 pounds, Ivy.
The baby's not 10 pounds right now, Brittany.
I don't even think you're wrong there.
Coco.
They do let some women try to have a natural birth after C-section, but there's a limit. Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you have a choice.
Okay. That's interesting.
No offense, but I had all C-sections, but I couldn't even imagine what your hoo-ha looks like after 5 kids naturally. Bleh. Bleh.
I did not know that. I guess I just kind of assumed that if you had a baby, once you had a C-section, that's it. But okay, interesting. Didn't know that. Go. Goodness gracious, what's wrong? Go 100 natural if you can do it. Yeah. So I have I have had 2 natural labors. I think I shared that with y'all. I had Devin natural.
Yeah, but by your 5th kid, by your 6th kid, it should just come right out. Like, they say that even like by the 3rd baby, like you're so stretched out that they would just come right out. I know, right,
Wait a
Riley?
minute. Did I have Talon natural? Yes. Guys. I had Talon natural and I had Devin natural. And I can't believe I forgot that. Shit. I've had 3 natural labors. 3 with no medicine. So I have.
Why? Because you're such a health nut? Like, really, Brittany? I don't believe that. I don't. I can admit, just fucking dope me up. Like, why do people think it's a flex to have natural childbirth? It's not a flex. It's not a flex to breastfeed. It is what it is. But if you can give me drugs and make this easier, go for it. C-section, I'm all for it.
Talon, because when I got to the hospital, it was too late for an epidural.
That's what I'm saying. Give me all the fucking drugs there are. Shoot me up with dope if you have to, but I'm not feeling this.
We were already too far gone. And then with Devin, same. I ovulated. I mean, not ovulated, but what is wrong with me tonight? I can't even think. I dilated so fast that I missed my point. You know, I missed that moment. So I ended up giving birth to both.
Damn, good for you, Red. Like I said, I was cut open. They were taken out of me, all 3 of them. I've said this before. I don't even know what a fucking labor pain feels like because I never had one. I have no idea what labor feels like. I have no idea what pain of birth feels like. I have no clue. And I have 3 kids.
My boys with no epidurals, and I took every bit of it. And let me tell you, when they say you feel a ring of
With me, I had a scheduled birth at 8 a.m. I went in at 8. I had 2 babies by, I think, 8:30. And with Dayton, I had a schedule, I think, 7. And by 7:30, we had a baby boy. No pain.
fire, that shit is real. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Put a 1 in chat if you have ever had a natural labor without epidural. You know what that fire burning feeling is when you're pushing the baby out. Oh, it's rough. I think they call it the ring of fire. That's what it feels like. It's a strong burning sensation when you're pushing the baby, like you're in giving birth. Oh, y'all do know what I'm talking about. Okay, there you go. I learned real quick what that was. Woo! So you know, Carolina, I learned very quickly what the ring of fire was. I just woke up and had a baby there, luminous. How did you luck out? Because with Neil, I did. And they told me, they were like, okay, so here's what we can do. We can either push now, go ahead and start pushing because you're at a 10, or you can wait 10 minutes.
I'm not getting into the conversation, but just remember that what one person thinks that is good for their kids is not what others think is good for their kids. If my kids got out of high school and didn't want to go to college and didn't have any direction, I wouldn't think they're doing well. If my kid was working at Walmart instead of going to college, and that wouldn't be doing well if he had no direction. So from what we've heard, none of her kids are going to college. So it is what it is.
10, 12 minutes for whatever you call the guy that administers epidurals to get down here and give you another dose. And I was like, bro, I knew already from having my 2 boys, hell no. Get over here, hold my legs, and let's push this baby out of me, because I know as soon as I push him out, it's over.
Yeah, a doctor's not going to tell you leave the baby where it is. It just doesn't happen.
I'm not going to lay here in agony for 10 more minutes waiting on that damn nurse or doctor or whatever to come and give me another dose of medicine through my epidural. No, ma'am, Pam, or turkey. And
that's different. They had direction. That's why I said, if you don't want to go immediately after, at least have a plan, have direction. You know what I mean?
Look, I threw one leg open and I threw the other on the surgical table. Like, you know how they have like a little table with all the stuff set up? I threw my leg on top of that and I was like, let's do this. Get this baby out of me. And I freaking opened my legs, and Craig's like, he was so embarrassed. You refused a what, Heather? What is that? It took you 11 minutes to have Carolina Moon? That's quick. I've actually heard that is good. I've heard giving birth
for 10 minutes though. I actually gave birth doggy style because of the pain, no drugs at all. Like, that's not a flex to me. That's fucking weird, if it's even possible. See, there you go. That's what I'm saying. Is that even possible? Like I said, I had C-section, so I couldn't tell you. But is that even possible?
Birth standing up is easier too. I actually gave birth doggy style because of the pain. No drugs at all. I believe that, Dee. And you know what else, Dee? Like, when I was in labor, I was hurting so bad that I got up on my knees, and I can't even explain it. Oh, wow.
Like, that's
Ryan.
This is a serious question. I can't have kids anymore, so it's all good. But I don't understand the whole point of not wanting drugs. Why do you want to be in that much pain? If you don't have to be in that much pain and the doctor can make it easier, why do some people think it's a flex to have no drugs? I don't get that. I honestly and truly don't understand that. Like, why would you want that?
Who is your sister? Who was born in 79 and who was born in 85, Ryan? Which one? You were 79 and your sister's 85?
Mhm.
I was just 9.5, 9.5 through. But they straight up refused.
Oh, it's better for the baby? Why? I just think some people use it like as a flex. Like, well, I had natural childbirth. Okay, I had a C-section. I'm perfectly happy with that.
Me. What? Why did they do that to you? Why did they refuse it? Why didn't they even give you the option? I didn't know that was the name of it, Heather. Why would they refuse it? Because I was further along than you, and they still were going to give me one if I wanted it. They were just being difficult. That's not right. They shouldn't have done that to you. What the hell? What?
So when you have a C-section, doesn't that go to the baby too? And that's undeniable. Like you can't have a C-section without drugs. But wouldn't that go to the baby as well?
I don't understand how they would refuse you like that. That's not right. Once I could start pushing, it wasn't so bad until fully crowned. I almost passed out. Green. Is that when you felt that fire? That's when oh my. I'll never forget.
Like this is her content. It's just fucking boring. Oh, look, she fell asleep.
Let me see.
Yeah, she fell asleep.
Having air in the brain was far more painful than having a baby.
No,
Air in
I don't
the
think
brain?
so.
What's that, Jamie?
Craig wasn't at the other births either.
Having air in the brain was far more.
Yeah, we got that.
U.S. Army. Okay. I had my first daughter at 14. Oh, wow, Zena. And my doctor told me during delivery that I did better than people in my 20s. Oh, wow. Wow. All right, y'all. Listen, I got to get off here. I got to go. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. And this baby has done a number on me. I hope you guys understand. I'm so sorry. We'll do Duggars tomorrow. I'll make it up to y'all. I feel like if I sit here for too long, okay, thank you guys. Thank y'all for everything. I'm gonna change this title and everything. Change the title, the thumbnail, and all that. But I do appreciate you guys. I hope to see you back here tomorrow.
See, here's my thing. I was actually going to give her credit for, and I thought like maybe her breathing was so bad because she was just sick. And maybe she just had like a nasty bronchitis, but she just proved that no, that's not the case because she still can't fucking breathe. You can hear it. It's not as bad, but it's still pretty bad. Yeah.
All right. Good night, guys. Love you all. I thought I ended it. Good night, everybody.
And that's the other thing. She thought she ended it. Okay. Do you sleep at your desk? Like, and my bed's behind me, but I still know when I'm done. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like she sleeps at her desk. Weird as fuck. All right. So now, the CPS call. I still don't know if I believe the CPS call ever even happened. Or she had said there were 3 of them. I honestly do believe that CPS was called by the school and it had nothing to do with YouTube. I also believe that she has a steady caseworker. I do not believe that a case was dropped, and let me explain why. She's personal, like, friends with the caseworker. She calls the caseworker on the phone, like personal phone number. Okay, I've had 5 CPS calls here from YouTube, all from YouTube. I don't even know the caseworker's name. I wasn't on a one-on-one with these people. Like, they came in, they did their thing, and they left. Done. Till the next call. They came in, they left. Done. Like, it was never this ongoing, hey, let me call you. You coming for lunch? Why don't you come meet me and my doctor? CPS had no right to even know who the fuck my kid's doctor was. Do you know what I mean? Like, Brittany sounds like she's in a continued investigation with them. And her bullshit about the lawyer made it where they call first. That's complete bullshit. That defeats all of CPS. Like, CPS can't do that. The whole point of CPS is pop-up visits, surprise visits. That's the whole fucking point of it. Well, like, I know here it's 5 years that it's on a record, but they close the case in 30 days if, like, nothing comes up within 30 days. But every time they would come here, you know, they would be here for 5 minutes. But like I said, the last time they came, I told this girl, stop fucking harassing us. I said, you know what's bullshit? Stop. I'm going to fucking do something. Just stop harassing us. This is bullshit already. But my house wasn't dirty or anything. But my point is that if it's unfounded, they can close it out within 30 days, but it might stay on record for however long. Like I said, here in Alabama, it's 5 years that it actually stays on a CPS record, which I think they should all be up by now or close. Okay, North Carolina's mandatory 45 days open. But that's what I'm saying. Like, no, they didn't take any pics. They did nothing. Dayton even told you. They came in, they spoke, unexpected. They spoke to the kids separately for 5 minutes, checked the fridge, and left. They were literally here maybe 7 minutes, except the second call, but that was a whole nother story. I'm not getting into that again. But for the most part, no, they were in and out. But I just know that there's no way they're calling you ahead of time. There's no lawyer that can make them call you ahead of time. And honestly, why does it matter? Why does it matter if they call you ahead of time? Do you think they're going to give you time to clean and do all this stuff? No. Because if someone says you're beating your kids, and here's my theory behind it, for anyone's like, well, you don't know. Here's my logical, educated theory on it. If someone makes a call that you're beating your children, if someone makes a call that you're neglecting your children, do you really think that CPS is going to call you and give you a heads up so you can either placate your children or you can get your children out of the house and say that they're not home because you don't want CPS seeing the bruises? It just doesn't make logical sense that they would call you ahead of time just to give you warning that they're coming. No, it don't work like that. And if they did do that, then they are the worst fucking CPS workers in the whole world and ones that deserve to be fired because that's just the logic behind it. Like, so her saying that a lawyer made that happen, that's bullshit. No lawyer made it happen because it can't happen. Just like no lawyer or nobody told you that they're not going to come to your house anymore if they're called. That was a lie too, because they can't do that federally. It just makes no, like her lies just, all it takes is a little bit of deductive reasoning and a little bit of an educated brain, and you could put 2 and 2 together. And that's just not the way CPS works. And I just don't get why or how so many people believe her bullshit. I don't. Like, how could you believe it? Why would you believe it? Like, do you guys not know how the world works? I mean, maybe if I hadn't had CPS called on me 5 times, maybe I wouldn't know. But then again, that's not true because I worked as a guardian ad litem for a little while in Florida. So I would know how it works. It's just not the way the shit works. It's just not the way it works. Who made Marlena leave? I think she left on her own. I don't know. She doesn't come over here. See, they leave Brittany and go to the gray side, which I don't really understand either, but okay, whatever. Have fun. Guys, don't forget, tip your favorite host. The one with the most interactive chat in this whole damn community. Don't forget to tip your favorite host or buy a membership or buy candles. Let me show you the candles I made today. Because I will be selling candles in a coffee shop, which I'm very excited about. But we still have to work out the final details. But let me show you my awesome candles I made today. Where's my... I figured if I'm going to sell at a coffee shop, I need to make coffee candles. My brother and my niece are at a Knicks game. But all right. Ta-da! I do make Egyptian musk candles. Did my coffee candles. And I made strawberry candles. Ta-da! They smell amazing. Corvette, you missed it earlier. I yelled at my daughter before. I said, you're young, you're on TikTok. Why didn't you tell me about the Carolyn Bessette Kennedy stuff? I could have banked in on it. I said, I would have had a whole collection named Love Story. I said, I can't believe you didn't tell me it was so hip. I was like, I could make Egyptian musk candles. I said, I would have fucking honed in on that. I said, now the trend is probably half over. Thank you, Yvette. Yeah, I was asked to sell in a coffee shop. And I said, hell yeah. So I've been making coffee candles. I have to make more, though. I'm out of stuff. So, my coffee candles have gotten a lot better. So, that's that. You literally run from the avatar pic. No, I'm really excited. I haven't told anyone because I don't have the final details yet. But there's a coffee shop, a big one, a pretty big one, who have shelves and stuff for locals. And they saw my work and they said, you know, we'd like to give you a shelf. And I said, fuck yeah. So they said, can you make coffee candles? So I sure can. I said, I can make coffee everything. Can make coffee lotions, coffee candles, can make coffee everything. But I'll let you guys know final details. I think I'm going to meet them tomorrow. It is very cool. I like being in stores and I like being able to tell people, you can go here to buy my stuff. I'm finally getting somewhere. I've been notching this business for a couple of years already. We're finally getting somewhere. Finally. Oh, I'm not going to tell anyone here where it is. I'll tell Sweet Sativa. I'll tell her where it is. Because she lives around here. I'm like, go get a candle from them. Be the first customer. Oh, I know. I agree, Sammy. I'm not stupid like that, believe me. But I'm excited about it. I really am. But like I said, I'll let you guys know when I have all the final details. Like when everything is, you know, signed and sealed. But it's my first like real store, you know? So I'm excited about it. But I got to go see it first. Got to make sure I like it. All this came about like today. So it's all new. But I've been doing the grind. Hopefully I can get in enough stores. But I'm doing a lot of shows this year only because Dayton's going to college. So I'm doing it like ahead of time. Muscat, really? Probably because they're like not too many people ask for them. I already said too much? Nah, there's a million coffee shops. Hard work does pay off. Send on to Oprah. I said a while ago I was going to send them all to influencers. Thank you, Amber. I mean, honestly, though, I really can't, like, I can't hide it forever because I want my business out there all over. You know what I mean? I'm going to be bigger than Yankee Candle one day. You'll see. I am a very hard worker, Carly. You have no idea. And like even today, I felt like I was doing like 15 fucking things at once. I'm like, all right, I got to work on the table. I got to do business cards. I got to do this. And I'm like all over the place. And I'm like, I got to go to the store. And just literally all over. And another shout out to Clue, who gave me another raving review on the candles and said that she burnt them from top to bottom until there was nothing left. And there were no issues with them and smelled amazing. So thank you for that plug, Clue. Appreciate it. Oh, Yankee's horrible. They use paraffin. Just like the stuff in whatchamacallit? This stuff in like TJ Maxx. Like if you actually feel it, it's horrible. Yeah, one of my longtime candle subscribers happens to really like Clue, and she's not a Queen Bee fan, but she's a Clue fan. And she had said that she wanted to send Clue some candles, and she bought her a pretty nice box for Clue and Cletus to kind of break the ice or break the hatred for me. So, because she said no matter what, Laura may have done fucked up shit, but she still makes a hell of a candle. So that was her theory. And Lacey loves my lotions. Yeah, I did. I made Clue special labels. In case people didn't know, me and Laura didn't like each other, but like mature adults, we moved past the petty, and now we get to say hi to each other. Now I get to visit her channel. Amen. My melts are badass. I got some good ass melts. It was very nice. I've known them a long time. It did piss a few people off, and Clue even said it. She's like, people were like, oh, they're gonna blow up, they're gonna do this, and she was like, no, they were actually really good. Like they smelled awesome, and I burnt them from top to bottom, and there were no issues. I was like, thank you. Yeah, she showed the empty containers. Like these people, when they bash my candles, they're going back to when I first started. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And I would educate myself, and I still fucked up. And it's a science. It's not like people think making a candle is like throwing wax and throwing a wick. No, it's a whole science. You have to know exactly, how much of each to use. Like you have to weigh everything. It has to be a certain temperature. It's a whole science. And if one thing is off, it throws the whole candle off. I did so much trial and error because I'm a hands-on type of person. So each round, each year, I got better and better till I finally perfected it. And I still learn. Like I still fuck up sometimes where, I'll use a wrong wick or that's the wrong size. And it's, it burns out because I used glitter. Like just so much trial and error. But I'm a hands-on person and I kind of didn't have a choice. Like at first I'm like, oh, I don't need to measure it. I don't need to use this. I don't, and I was like, oh, I could do it faster. I could do it better. No, I learned the hard way. There were many errors, many mistakes, and I learned and I fixed it, It just is what it is. She got Baccarat. She got, what was the other one? Thank you, Dildo. Give away candles someone who can't afford it. I don't know who can't afford it. Thank you so much. So I have to do a candle giveaway to someone who can't afford it. But I don't know who can't afford it. Dildo's like the funniest subscriber. They really are. I never see them. They come in, they super chat, and they leave. Although this is like the second time I've seen you this month. So we're doing good. They're from Girl World. Yeah, Irish can't afford it. It is an art. It's a science, and it took a lot of trial and error. It really, truly did. And like I said, I still do a lot of research. I still learn. People think, when I hear people say like, oh, I started making candles. I just poured wax. I bought a kit. It's so much more than that. Like every single scent could react differently with a wick. Every single wick. You can get bad wicks. You can get bad vessels. You can get vessels that blow up. You can get vessels that crack. There's just so many factors. And it's crazy. But you live and you learn. I did. I made a lot of changes. Lots of changes. All right. So do a poll. Give me a 1 if you think candles should go to Irish. Put a 1 in the chat if you nominate Irish. My fellow cancer warrior. There's 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, of course, all the mods are going to have her back. It's not even a craft. It's a science. Like, it really comes down to a science. All right. Looks like Irish is the winner. All right, Irish, you got nominated. I don't mind. I wish I could give everybody free candles. I just can't afford it. But even like a new person placed an order for wax melts, but the shipping was so high, so I threw in 3 extras. Like, I just do that. Anyone that ever orders for me knows that I just throw in extras. I give away a lot of free stuff just because I want stuff out there, And who doesn't like getting free stuff? So as far as my as far as my things went yesterday, my infusions, I felt like shit last night. They told me that I was probably going to feel like I have the flu for like a few days. Yeah, I have fresh cut grass. Actually just sent that to someone. I felt like I had the flu, and then late last night I was like wide awake. Today I seem fine. They did a B12 shot and the infusion. But they had to give me like a steroid, like a whole bunch of shit. I said, what do I need all this stuff for? They said, to see how you're going to react. In case you have a reaction, we have to give you this medicine first. I was like, okay. I'm going to drag the wax out of your candle. I don't know. That's what I asked her. She said that I have to wait for the doctor to call me. Yeah, iron infusion. That because I said, is this like a weekly thing? Is this a monthly thing? She said that's determined from your blood, but I don't have another appointment or anything, so I don't know. I guess I don't even know if they took blood, but they put it right in the port. I was like, all right, so I don't have to do anything. They said, no, it goes right through the port. The B1 they did in my arm, but they just put it right in the port. My mom was like, you still have your port? I said, yeah, my doc told me not to get rid of it yet. I don't know if I felt better, but I definitely didn't feel better yesterday. Like I literally had flu symptoms, but I was fine late last night. I seemed to woke up. But yeah, they do like all sorts of stuff ahead of time. Twice a week? Oh, speaking of, I still have my port in. I don't know how many of you guys like did drugs and were like hooked on Benadryl. I watched the craziest, most interesting fucking show last night about Benadryl and how people OD'd on it in the 80s. I took 2 Benadryl for like 25 years. And it's so weird how people talk about seeing ghosts on Benadryl, and it's wild. But I dropped it in Discord. Let me get the link. It's fucking weird. If you were ever hooked on Benadryl, you have to watch this YouTube video I found. It is fucking wild. I had no idea about Benadryl. None. It's not only that, there's like a whole thing behind it. I'm telling you guys, it's a really interesting video. It came up last night. I don't know. I don't know what made me watch it. It's from a channel called Witty Historian. The title is Why One Allergy Pill Turned People into Ghost Whisperers. And as I'm listening to it, I'm like, I don't even know why I'm hooked on this fucking video. I couldn't stop watching it. I'm like, this is so interesting. Like the whole history of Benadryl, it's wild. And you know how it started. Like I didn't know Benadryl had this whole history, but it was good. Like it was really, really good. I needed it though. I was allergic to my own sweat. Like I would break out every day. And then when I started doing coke, Benadryl would bring me down. But I had no idea it had this whole history behind it. And it just, if you're interested, watch it. Let me just say it was really good. See, night terrors, that's what it does. But they would like, each pill I think is like 25 milligrams. And people were taking like 500 milligrams. And they were dying, or they were ODing, or they were being schizophrenic, but because it was only an antihistamine and it wasn't like illegal drugs, which they thought it was, but then they would find no drugs in their system. It turns out it was Benadryl. And this went on to like the 90s. I was like, wow, that's weird. And I as someone who took Benadryl for like 25, 30 years, I just found it really interesting. Well, we're certainly not accepting you, Birdie Beth. Why do people do that? Why do people come in here and have to fuck with someone else? But yeah, if you're interested in like historian stuff, like it's really good. And I didn't even know half the shit. It does do something to your brain like hallucinogenic. I didn't know that. I needed it. Thankfully, I grew out of my allergy. And thankfully, my kids didn't have it. Oh, I lived on Benadryl. I started taking it probably around 10 and finally stopped taking it somewhere around 35. I think it was right after pregnancies, right after the babies. For some reason, getting pregnant altered my body chemistry and I didn't break out anymore. I think it was after the kids were born, because I did take Benadryl while I was pregnant. And the doctor said it was safe. I do think they gave me Benadryl. She gave me some medicine ahead of time. She said, first we have to give you, I think it was Benadryl, plus a steroid. And we have to wait like 20 minutes and then make sure that your body's okay. And then we start with the iron infusions. And then that lasts about an hour and a half, something like that. And the bag that they put it in, it looked like blood. I was like, you sure it's not a blood transfusion? She said no. Claritin was mentioned in this video. No, she didn't tell me what drugs. She just said it was a steroid and something else. I've never taken Ambien. I heard Ambien fuck you up. Oh, no, mine looked like blood. I think I might have a picture of it. But it did. It looked like blood. I was like, ew. Let me see. Here it is. Now let me send it to my Facebook. It's hard to tell, but I don't know what straight up iron looks like, so. BJ's lives are more effective than Ambien. Good point. Oh. Hey, why is it not coming up? Where'd it go? Did I not send it? I sent it. Dog it off. There we go. Yeah, this is what mine look like. Oh. See, it looked like blood. I got all that infused in me. No, I agree, Natalie. And that's what everyone was afraid of, Natalie. Everyone was like so afraid that she was going to bash them just because of her friends. And I'm like, honestly, I don't think she's that type of person. I can see other people doing that. I don't see her doing that. I said, I just don't. I said, maybe I'm wrong. We'll find out, but I don't see her doing that. And thank God she didn't. Iron can be dark. Blood is more of a bright color. I don't know. It looked like blood. It was so dark. Yeah, Allie, you mean Alex Erickson, right? I do have a sugar cookie candle. Actually, just made one today. If you really want a good sleep, listen to BJ. No, you know who does put you to sleep? Melissa. Melissa's great to fall asleep to. Do I deliver to Budapest? If they pay for shipping, I'll deliver anywhere. And it's funny because I still feel like I owe Melissa Jade an apology, because when someone came in here and said, oh, Melissa was talking about you, my brain went to Melissa Jade. I was like, what the fuck is she talking about me for? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like kind of snappy, but then I realized it wasn't her. So I kind of feel like I owe an apology, even though she probably doesn't even like care or know anything. Why, you're in Budapest? Are you really in Budapest? I thought you were joking when you said that. You really live in Budapest? People actually live there? Oh, your daughter lives there. Really? Yeah. If you email me an exact address, I can get you cheaper than what you're going to find on the website, because the website does it automatically. Like, I could still get better rates. So if you give me, or if you don't want to give me an exact address to find out, give me a landmark or a hotel or something, then I'll be able to let you know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, when I was like, why would Melissa Jade talk about me? Like, it was just weird. So I felt bad. And I almost like jumped on Alex and told her like, hey, I'm so sorry. But she doesn't watch me. So she probably has no idea that I even like went off on her accidentally. You know what I mean? Yeah, just email me, energycandles@gmail.com or energycandlestudio@gmail.com. Either way. And I'll get you an exact price. Because website, it goes through the post office, so it's always higher, where I have a discounted shipping rate. I think Sinner probably deserted her. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I think Sinner like deserted her, and she went back to Brittany. Thank you, Just Irish. I can't believe she went back to Brittany. Like, she just doesn't know where the fuck she fits in. I think if you saw my name, I'm sure you'd remember I'm in Australia. I get a lot of people in Australia. Melissa was trying to get on this panel tonight, and he was like, quit trying. This is done. No, I believe it. I believe it's done. She went back to Brittany. No, Oh, your daughter. I was like, nah, that's not Melissa. See, that's what I told my daughter to do. She didn't want to listen. Yeah, I can imagine. That would have been good to watch. Because one thing I'll say about Sinner, though, Sinner is not, he's very ego driven. And if you fuck with his ego, he's going to be done. Like, he don't give a fuck. He's done. You're not going to, like, insult his ego. And I think that's what happened. I think that his ego was insulted when she went kissing ass to Brittany. And that's it. He was finished. Or maybe that was his out. I don't know. But yeah, and if you want a special candle, like a food candle or a scent that's not up there, just email me. I have like 200 scents here. I get scents all the time. I actually just got a few more that aren't on the website. Some of them are kept aside for subscriptions, people that have monthly subscriptions, because they get scents that aren't on the website. They get special scents or creations, or, you know, if they have a special request. So I have plenty of scents that aren't even on the website. So that's why I tell people, if there's a specific scent you want, just let me know. But I try to change out the website a lot and put different candles, which is what I'm working on now. I have honeysuckle. Absolutely, Mittens. No, I don't think it's active. No, the case was closed a long time ago. I do have ones that smell like waffles and pancakes. I have pumpkin pecan waffle, which smells amazing. I have blueberry pancakes. I have maple pancakes. Actually, I think I'm out of blueberry, though. Yes, Egyptian musk. Just email me. Almost all my candles are strong. And there's no paraffin. There's no cherry pie I don't have. I can order it, though. I can definitely order. I have to order more coffee. So if anybody wants a specific scent, let me know. What was I going to say? The Criminal Man, if you want that, I'll order that. I'll order cherry pie. Because I know they have it. I just never ordered it. But I have to get blueberry. I can get cherry. I have a black cherry, I think. But I don't use any chemicals. There's no paraffin. It's all 100% organic, vegan. It's just coconut wax and olive oil. Although I think they said olive oil isn't vegan. No, olive oil is vegan. I get confused because I used to use olive oil. I used to use coconut oil and beeswax. That's not vegan. All right, I'll put it in with the order. I was actually going to do it after my live tonight because I have to get more coffee. And for some reason, all these manufacturers are taking forever to send shit. And I got to order boxes too. I need more boxes. Oh. If it doesn't work out for those two crazy kids, what hope do any of us have? Who, you mean Melissa and Sinner? And people are talking about people calling the cops because she called the cops so many times on people while live. That is true. I do beeswax. The thing with beeswax, though, is it's not vegan, and I try to stay vegan. But I still have a little bit of coconut and beeswax for certain candles. Because the coconut and olive oil that I mainly use is softer, and it's not good for like the other stuff, you know, I put on top of candles, like when I make the food candles. But I straight beeswax is hard. But special request, can I do it? Yeah, I could do it on a special request. Well, now I just kicked in that buzz. But all right, I'm gonna get off of here because I need to finish up some stuff. I got to put it in order. It's my midnight ordering, and I got to let the dogs in. I've kept them outside. But go to the website, Energy Candles Studio or Energy Candle Studio at Gmail. I'm giving you an email. EnergyCandleStudio.com. And thank you. Like I'll let you guys know. Like I said, I think I'm gonna go there tomorrow and meet them. I keep thinking today is Saturday or Sunday. I don't know why, but for some reason my head is Saturday and Sunday. So, but no, it's only Tuesday. Wednesday. It is 1:45 in the morning. But I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. And thank you guys for being here again. Don't forget, hit the thumbs up. Hit subscribe. If you really want to listen to something interesting, check out that Benadryl the Benadryl show, whatever. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I'll let you know how everything goes tomorrow. All right? Have a wonderful night. Thank you guys for super chats, cash apps, PayPals, and the candle orders that are coming. But special request, go ahead and email me. And that's it. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.